Alright, let's see how we go with this. It's been a while since I did an update. Been lots going on. I have done a list because my memory these days with everything that's been going on is shot to pieces, and I tried to do a little bit of an update video on my last video. I ended up just saying the same thing over and over again from memory. But there's been lots going on. Thank you very much everybody for your well wishes, everybody for your prayers, all that sort of stuff since the last update video. The house is coming together. It's been 8 months. 8 months last night. Today's the 29th. It was on the 28th, yes. 8 months. So probably today because it flooded today. Then we had the flood. I'll turn me around because you don't need to see me too much because I don't know where I'm looking at on my phone. So I'll turn you around and I'll show you. You can see in the background I managed to save a couple of portraits that I did. Thankfully their bums went in the water, but for some reason they got saved. I'll get you all focused properly on stuff. There's the kitchen for anybody that hasn't seen it. That doesn't have me on Instagram. That's the kitchen. Managed to save the fridge from the flood. If anybody remembers, the fridge was perched on the bench that way, pushing everything out, but got a whole brand new kitchen. Lovely. Managed to save my butterflies the other day because they were in a state. I lost about 10% of them, but I managed to, if you look closely, a lot of them I had to put together. They're just their wings in pieces, like 4 pieces, like just in pieces to make it look like that they're all together, but I managed to save them, thankfully. Good, lovely, happy. So finally got the floor in a couple of weeks ago, which has made a huge difference. Then we could start, so because we had everything still in boxes and stuff outside. Bought a table off the internet, through a company off the internet. I wouldn't recommend Coogan to anybody, but it's been like 2 months or something or other. Still haven't got the tabletop. Fighting to try and get the tabletop. Still haven't got it, but at least we've got chairs. Nowhere to sit to eat your dinner, but we've got chairs. So managed to fix this up. Chopped my bookcases that were in the lounge room in half. I was going to paint them. I couldn't be bothered because in the process of painting them I found out I had a blood clot in my leg just recently. I'll write it all down. The flood situation for me, for my mental health, has been absolutely horrendous. Alright, the lounge room, folks, is sorted. I tried to be as tacky with my interior decorating as I possibly could, but it almost looks too nice. I haven't had anybody go, oh god, that looks like, Jesus, what the hell were you thinking? I was going for tacky, old style Chinese restaurant. I redid my lights and got the decals, found a really gaudy clock, which is gorgeous anyway, and it's got jewels in the tail. Lovely, pretty. I rescued my plastic deer heads, which I had since back in the 80s. They were out on the veranda, up on the wall out on the veranda. I was trying to find new ones because I want a whole lot to put there. I can't find any, but the ones I have found, like this, are called, they're now vintage. So this deer head was sitting out there, and thank God it didn't get swept away. Doesn't sound like much, but I'm looking at 250 over for that now. So I bought them inside, the same with those ones that you saw over on the wall behind me before. So I bought them inside. I tried for tacky, but it does look pretty. There's the bottom halves of my bookshelves, which I painted white when I found out I had the blood clot. So they look nice. Everything looks pretty. I spent ages and exit molding because this ship thankfully wasn't lost and wasn't damaged in the flood. It just got sunk in the water and a whole heap of mud and mould and all that sort of stuff. It took me ages with exit mould and all that sort of stuff to clean up. It's come up nice. So there's the lounge room. It's all pretty. I got my Christmas tree online. I decided to put it up because I needed some cheering up. It's got individual LED candles on it. It's also got other lights on there. I don't know if I should show you, but I will anyway. Is it going to work? There you go. So once it's all on, it's all very pretty, isn't it? Pretty? Isn't that lovely? So there you go. I didn't realise that I thought I was saving this from the flood. With everything going on, I'd stored it in the caravan, and I only found it the other week. It doesn't work, unfortunately, but it looks nice. I just have to use my cuckoo clock ticking noise as the noise for this, but it doesn't chime anymore, which is a shame. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Oh, what else do you want to see? So the floor, very nice. It's a hybrid floor. It's waterproof. Every time it rains here now, look, Dylan's room looks a mess, but yeah, the walls, lime washed the walls. I've got fake elk on the wall. That's my bedroom. It's still in progress. I still need to get some material for the top gold thing to come down. I just am not motivated at all. I did find this gorgeous rug though. It's beautiful. Fake fur rug at the local hardware store of all places. But there you go. So every time it rains, and we've had a few scary moments with the weather bringing on similar rain events to what we had before. Hang on, I'm going to go and grab my wine. To what we had with the big flood that it completely wrecked the town. And it's been extremely stressful, anxiety ridden every time that it's happened. Oh, doing all weird stuff now. And it hasn't been good at all for my mental health at all. It's been the first time I'd gone away west to get away from the house for a while. You have to excuse my tooth. I chipped my tooth on something and I haven't gone to the dentist. There's been far too many other things to try and get sorted before my tooth. I went away out west and knew that there was a front coming down thing. I spent the whole time just being stressed out. I didn't want to come home because I thought the same thing was going to happen. So that was stressful. Just recently, only last week, a similar rain event coming down, exactly the same as what was going to happen. We were just extremely lucky, the town was extremely lucky, that it just managed to veer off the coast just enough that it wasn't going to cause us serious flooding. They were predicting major flooding. It's taking its toll on me, this whole thing with my health, the house, the uncertainty. I am finding that it's affecting me more and more. Get to the point, Michael. I went away, some of you might know on my Instagram, I went away on a cruise. It was okay. It was just a cruise for 7 days or whatever it was, up the east coast of Australia. And came back, went camping for about 4 days straight after it. And I thought I'd got smoke inhalation, but apparently I had COVID. I was thinking, why am I that affected by smoke inhalation? It was COVID. It knocked me around a fair bit. I'm thinking, why am I not getting over this situation? Found out it was COVID. So from the beginning of September, COVID, trying to get over it, thinking, why is it taking so long? Then I'm painting, I don't know, a month ago, whatever it was, painting my shells outside. I thought I had a cramp in my leg, wouldn't go away. About nearly a week later, I thought, oh, this isn't going away, I better go and get it checked. Deep vein thrombosis, apparently. You better go to the doctor to check if you've got a pulmonary embolism. Apparently I did. So I've had to be on blood thinners, right? Some blood thinner starting with X, I don't know the name of it. It is knocking me around something chronic. Like, I haven't been able to recoup and feel better from COVID, from the stress of the floods, from everything. And now I have to take this medication, which I'm starting to not take because I didn't take it the other day. And I'm supposed to take twice a day at the moment, because if I don't take it, I've got the risk of blood clots, and if I stop cold turkey, I'm risking having a stroke. Yay, it just can't get any better, really, can it? So I stopped taking it. I thought, oh, I can't feel like this. All I want to do is sleep. Just lie on the bed. I'm not motivated. I don't want to eat. I'll cook something thinking, oh, I'll make this because, oh yeah, it sounds really good. Something that I really enjoy. I cook it. I might have a couple of bites of it, and no, that's it. I'm done. So I'm fatigued from that, fatigued from the stress, fatigued from everything else. After I came out of the hospital, right? 2 days after I came out of the hospital, where they told me I had the embolism and deep vein and all that sort of stuff, was my appointment with the oncologist. So I see him, I say, Doc, you know, I'm rooted, like, what is going on? He said, well, you might think that you're trying to recover from the COVID and you've had the blood clots, you've had this, you've had that. Your nodules keep growing a millimetre each time you have the scan and each time you come to see me, right? Doesn't sound like much, but each time you add another millimetre, it's another millimetre added that your body's trying to fight. You see, it's not you trying to get over the COVID anymore, it's you now showing the signs of your cancer. And I suggest that you see about having chemo treatment now before you get any more run down to the point where you're so badly run down that you won't be able to have the chemo because you're too affected by it. I have been, that's been playing on my mind. I can't remember when I saw him 2 weeks ago. It's been on my mind. He gave me information on the chemo that I'm going to have. He said it wasn't nearly as bad as the first one. Great, fantastic. But the information he gave me, still there was stuff that ringing alarm bells where I'm not going to feel terribly good. And I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to put myself through that. I've looked for information on the chemo involved that he gave me because it's written on the information sheet. The best I can see that it's giving me is an extra few months on the time that I have left. Do I want to be crook? Because if I'm crook on these blood thinners, am I going to be crook on this chemotherapy? Do I want to spend those extra few months that I have on top of the time that I do have being sick? I don't think I do want to be sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick. It's driving me absolutely spare. I took those blood thinners again last night. Today I feel like absolute crap again. It's just relentless. It's just relentless, and I don't know if I want to do it for an extra couple of months. I'd rather try and get myself a get off these bloody blood thinners for a start, without giving myself a stroke. I don't know if I want to do it just for an extra couple of months. I really don't. Is it going to give me a quality of life? I'd rather be out there and doing stuff while I can and enjoying it in an appropriate, like half healthy sort of manner. You know, I don't want to be crook. I don't want to constantly be feeling like at death's door. I don't want to be lying in bed just not wanting to participate because I'm just feeling like so rubbish. I just don't want to do it. I just don't know. I just don't know. I can't keep going through just feeling like crap from whatever angle it's coming from, whether it's the rain. We have had good news this week, only just yesterday I think. There's been $800 million allocated to flood affected victims to either do buybacks or raise your house. That's something. To raise the house, because I don't know what to do. I've got to a point where all I want to do, if anybody again knows something apart from me on YouTube, I've just wanted to just hitch Doris up my caravan and just disappear, so no one can find me. Just it's running away. I understand it's running away. I know that, but I just want to just go away. Leave me alone. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I started seeing a counsellor, right? I went after the floods. I went because I wasn't coping with the anxiety. I went and tried to seek help. Fine, great, yep, fantastic. Okay, I need help. I'm just freaking out. I can't do it on my own. For some reason, they wanted to focus on my cancer situation. They found some counsellor that all he wanted to do was focus on my palliative care. Are you serious? Come on. With everything going on, like I've come to these people because I'm spun out about not feeling safe in my house, and all you want to do is just try and like talk to me about what's going to happen when I get to a point where I need full-on care with people. Get out of my bloody face, for Christ's sake. I don't want to hear that right now. I don't care. I like speaking to. Have you thought about what's going to happen when you really need someone to be there? To how are you going to? Who's going to put you in the shower? Who's going to wash you? Who's going to wipe your butt? I don't want to know about all that rubbish right now. I stopped seeing him because I just couldn't deal with everything else going on. I just couldn't deal with it. Why on earth you didn't just focus on the reason why I went there, because I wasn't coping. I'm not coping now. I'm rubbing my head. I don't want to smile because I've got a chipped tooth. Or well, chipped. Yeah. So that's my update. when you saw the last video, it was me getting away. I didn't realise that I'd already had the blood clots going on. But I did. No wonder I was finding it so hard. I was just getting up the stairs here, just doing anything. I found it like I just felt like I'd run a marathon. I was feeling like that. There you go. I don't know what else to tell you. I've tried to keep to my list. Probably all back to front. As much as possible, so I could sound a little bit coherent, because I haven't been sounding coherent. Like that last one, it just sounded like I was off the planet. Trying to tell you what was going on. Do I or don't I, folks? Do I go on chemo? Risk the possibility. Sorry, I'm waving you all over the place. I'm trying to sort of get a decent angle here. Do I go on chemo with the possibility of feeling like crap just to give me an extra couple of months on my life, where I'm going to feel like shit anyway, and it doesn't matter? I don't know. I'm tired. Thank God for the house raising thing. At least that's taken some weight off. We're going to be on a waiting list, obviously, because half the town needs to be raised or moved. At least that's something. At least because I'm here to die, being wiped out and losing everything, basically, apart from hard stuff that managed to survive. Has been a huge glitch in the plan, right? Yep, this is where I am, this is where I feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel, anyway, I don't feel anything. I feel tired, I feel worn out, I feel anxious, I feel confused, and there's my update. I don't know what else to tell you. I have no idea. Okay, I think that's it. Nothing else to tell you. Thank you very much again, anybody that's watching this video. I'll keep you updated with what's happening with the chemo situation. I see him on Monday. I don't know. And when your oncologist starts saying, using terminology like, each time you see me, each millimeter is another millimeter your body has to fight, where your body's really starting to struggle now, I recommend you get chemo, because if you're on a downhill spiral, you don't want to hear shit like that. But it's your oncologist, you do. Do it now before it's too late. I keep saying I don't know. We're done. I'm done. Thank you very much, everybody who's still sticking around watching my rubbish videos. I don't know what the future holds for me. I have no idea what the future holds for me at all right now. I just know I'm an emotional wreck, a mental wreck, an anxious ridden like wreck. But my magpies, where is he? There he is. See? Are waiting for something to eat. So I'm going to go and give them something to eat. Thank you very much, everybody. I really do appreciate your best wishes and thoughts. And yeah, tell me. I like it. It doesn't look like much. Where is it? Hang on. See me anymore? I just put bells on there. You can't really see them in there, but every time the dogs hit it with their tails, it jingles. But I did find these. I don't know how they managed to get saved. I found them in a plastic bags, just floating around downstairs when I was bringing things back up. All right, thank you very much, everybody. It's been very nice. Love you all. Peace out, everybody. And yeah, comment as much as you like, and thank you very much for sticking around with me. Bye.